never thought I'd meet him like that. No security detail, no cameras. Just me in a ripped dress running from men who wanted my father dead. And him stepping out of a black car like he owned the night. He didn't ask who I was. He just looked at my face, at the chaos behind me, and said, "Get in." I should have run the other way. Everyone in this country knows the name Kang Min-jun. They whisper it in parliament. They curse it in police stations. Crime boss. Killer. The man my father swore he'd put behind bars. But in that moment, with bullets hitting the pavement, his car was the only place that felt safe. He brought me to his penthouse. 60 floors above Seoul, with glass walls that showed the whole city lit up like it belonged to him. He didn't touch me, didn't threaten me. He just poured 2 drinks and sat across from me, watching, like he was trying to figure out if I was a problem or a miracle. When his men came in, he stopped them with 2 fingers. "No one comes near her without my say," he said. "Touch her and you die." My heart had no business racing at that. But it did. The next few days blurred. My father's face was all over the news, pleading for my safe return. Min-jun's men called me the package. He called me Yuna. He said my name like it was something private, something he wasn't supposed to have. I told myself I was gathering intel, that if I played along I could bring him down and end this. But then I saw the scar on his ribs from a bullet he took for one of his men. I saw him burn a whole shipment of drugs because they were cut with something that killed kids. The devil had rules, and the more I learned them, the less I wanted to leave. The gala was my idea. "Prove you're not a monster," I told him. He showed up in a suit that cost more than my college tuition, and for one night, he played the part of a legitimate businessman. Until the minister's son put his hands on me. I didn't even see Min-jun move. 1 second he was across the room, the next the man was on his knees, wrist bent wrong, gasping. Min-jun didn't yell. He never needs to. "I was very clear about the rules," he said, and the whole ballroom went silent. He let the guy live. For my sake, I think. Then he held out his hand to me. "Dance with me instead, princess, before I redecorate this place in red." I took it, because I was furious, because I was safe, because I was his. But secrets don't stay buried in our worlds. My father's security found us. They kicked down his doors at dawn, guns up, screaming my name. Min-jun stood between me and them, not even reaching for a weapon. "She's free to go," he told them. "I won't stop her." That was the test. He was giving me a choice, knowing it would destroy him either way. If I stayed, I'd be a traitor to my family and my country. If I left, I'd be signing his death warrant. My father's chief of staff was already on the phone, calling in an airstrike. I chose. I stepped in front of him and told them the truth, that the real traitor was in my father's cabinet, selling intel to both sides, using me to start a war. Min-jun had been protecting me from my own government. Saying it out loud meant I could never go home. It meant I was his now in every way that mattered. We didn't get a fairy tale ending. Men like him don't retire, and women like me don't get forgiven. But we got an ending on our terms. He dismantled his empire piece by piece, burning the parts that were rotten, keeping the ones that protected people. I used my name to expose the corruption from the inside. We're still hunted, still wanted. But at night, 60 floors above Seoul, when it's just us and the city lights, he still looks at me like I'm the only thing he ever stole that he plans to keep. They call it forbidden. I call it ours.